Hello and welcome to this Model Dad's Mustang Games tutorial on how to apply 15mm shoulder patch decals to your Flames of War minis. So I've laid out everything we need to do the job. You can see I've got two brushes, one for applying the decal with water, one for sealing the decal with Tester's dull coat, a medicine teaspoon for popping my water in, the end of a cocktail stick holder for decanting my Tester's dull coat, my pot of water with pipette, and my can of Tester's dull coat, as well as my minis here, and a little pile of the shoulder decals that I'm going to apply. So first, I'll just pop a bit of water in my medicine spoon, and then what I'm going to do is take my can of dull coat, give it a shake, and decant it just by spraying directly into the cocktail stick. Don't need much. You can see there I've just got a small amount sloshing around the bottom. I just let that stand to get the gas out of it. And whilst that's standing, what I'm going to do is just take my hand, take the brush that I'm going to use, take a few drops of water, put the water on my hand, so I put up a little bit of a pile of water there, take one of the decals, in this case a US flag, pop that on my finger. So here you can see the decal on my finger. It's just been soaking in the water for about 30 seconds, and I'm just going to gently move it off the backing paper so it comes away nice and easily. Push the backing paper away, take the brush, and rolling it in my fingers, I'm just going to try and pick up the flag. Maybe I need a little bit more water on there. I'm just going to pick it up by rolling underneath it. You can see it's a little bit fiddly, so you just got to take a bit of time. You can see it's on there now, on the end of the brush. I'm going to take my figure, in this case an LMG gunner, and I'm just going to roll the decal onto the figure, like so. Don't worry about the fact that it's on the wonk. You can just finally position it to get it where you want, and that's that stage over with. Now with my other brush, I'm just going to dip the tip of it in the Tester's dull coat. So in it goes. It's just got a bit of the Tester's dull coat on the end, and what I'm going to do is, if you just have a look at this, I'm just going to splodge it on the decal there, and I'm not going to do much with it. I'm just going to let it soak in for a few seconds. It gives me a chance to just manoeuvre it into position, and what I'm not doing is dragging my brush across it too much. I'm just going to dab and push it in, and you can see that it starts to conform neatly to the figure. If you drag your brush across it too much, you're in danger of breaking the decal up. So I'm just going to push in very gently with the tip of the brush and leave it. And it's that simple. Let's go through the procedure again, this time with the Screaming Eagle's shoulder flash on the left hand shoulder. Taking your palm, lay your hand out flat, take a few drops of water with the brush to build up a little reservoir of water on one finger. Take your brush, use the water to pick up one of the decals, lay the decal on your finger, let the water soak in. You can see on this occasion the decal is flipped over, so I'm just going to turn it over so I can see what I'm doing. There you go, decals on my finger just soaking away. Leave it for about 30 seconds and test just with the brush by gently moving it over the decal to see if it will come away from the backing paper. Too early at the moment. Let's wait. Try again. No. So let's wait again. Try again. Yep, you can see it comes away from the backing paper. Push the backing paper out of the way. Take a bit more water on your brush and gently roll the brush under the decal so you can try and pick it up onto your brush. Try and get it underneath. There you go, I've got it on the end of my brush just there. Okay, take your figure, position the decal where you'd like it to be approximately. Again, roll the brush underneath the decal to position it where you'd like it to be. So you can see in this case I'm just pushing it underneath the shoulder. I'm going to put it on the wonk a little bit because that's where the decal would be relative to the position on the shoulder. So with it in place, reach for your second brush, dip it in the tester's dull coat to the tip, and just, I've got a bit too much on there, just lay your brush onto the decal and soak it in. You can see it wants to come away a little bit here, so all I'm doing is just turning my brush gently in my hands to get rid of it and laying it back on the figure, and you can see it's there. Give it a few seconds to sink in, maybe have a little more dab of the dull coat, and gently prod the decal into place. Don't run your brush over the decal, otherwise it will break up. Okay, and there you go, one decal in place. Don't worry if you see a little bit of decal break up around the edges. These can always be painted over with the base colour after the testers has set.